Well, somebody might identify this lady here now because
jumper,
with the green jumper because we haven't been able to get anybody yet that knows her. Now,
oh Jesus, this is a job anyway.
Now I'll start there. That's Minnie Halloran, my neighbour from the Glebe. They lived opposite the community centre.
Yeah.
And I wonder if that's
the
husband Paddy.
I didn't ever know.
I see. He doesn't look like my memory of Paddy Halloran, but they're sitting beside one another, do you know?
That's Matty Regan there again anyway.
That's Matty over there, yeah.
And that one with the hat is there in the back again.
She is. That's the lady now with the hat, and there's a better picture over there.
Who's the girl serving? The young girl?
No, doesn't it? In a way, it reminds me of Roisin Moylan.
It does.
What do you think, Catherine?
It does very much like his right.
Do you ever remember Roisin Moylan?
Yeah.
Like as a young, she'd only been a young one that time. She'd been 20 maybe or something like that. So it looks like her. Is that not Jim Picker? Over there, Geraldine's father. Do you remember Jim used to work? He used to work in the convent.
I remember him.
Yeah. I don't know who that man is now. We've got the back of his head in another picture there. He was with the GA men and inside in Winkles. But this is your man again. That's the man that was sitting at the table with Matty Regan and the wife. And there's this priest. Who was that fella? That's the priest.
What the hell was?
Because I don't ever remember a priest like that.
No, I don't ever remember.
In Kinvara.
No.
And then we have this lady here in black. And we have Mikey.
I'd say this Mikey Leach.
Yeah, it's Mikey. Oh, it is. Yeah, Mikey, the mayor and the mayoress. Whoever was the mayoress that year. That's who.
Yeah.
That is there. And the meal. That's when the meal was on. And it was obviously Christmas Day. Pardon?
The HP sauce.
The HP, and it was obviously in the Christmas party. You know, you can see all the Christmas decorations in it, and it's impossible to see those ones in there. You would know them because there's enough. You have enough sight of them. But it's nice. Again, nice picture.
It's nice to have them.
Now, you know some of those ones here. Who is that man?
I know that little over the fickies put a name in it.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that Bartley Mongan?
He's Molly Morgan's father.
Yeah,
it's like him.
Isn't it like him?
Jeez.
No, I'm not sure whether it is or not, but it looks like him.
And that other lad I know him to see him over.
No, I don't know that man there.
Jeez, I know that lad too over it.
No, Frank, you wouldn't know any of those because they'd be gone before your time.
I know that lad now over the hill he's.
Yeah. So maybe somebody would be able to tell us who that man is. Very fresh man at the time there. And this man here. No, that man there, I'd say, is a guy that was in the very first photograph. You can see the scarf.
Yeah, and the only one wearing the scarf, I know.
Yeah,
I kind of thought.
Yeah. Oh
my goodness.
Oh, geez.
Do you know anybody here? No, we started the first one. Catherine, do you know that lady there?
She didn't. Do you know who she's awfully like? Was Willie Kevin's mother? But
yeah, that's what Cameron Sexton said.
That's who she's, Katie.
So that's Willie's mother.
I'd say it is.
Young Martin's grandmother now.
Yeah, I'd say it is.
Yeah, I'd say that's who she is. And how about this lady here?
Oh, Jesus, no.
This lady. Now, Carmel says she thinks that lady there was Johnny Sullivan's mother. You know Johnny down in Crishuha.
It could be.
And the reason that we say that is that this woman here was Cathy Sullivan. Not Cathy Sullivan.
It's like
Bill's mother.
Okay.
Do you remember?
I remember her actually. She used to go to the second mass.
Yeah, and she used to look after the church.
That's right.
And Eileen took over the job, you know, when poor Cathy wasn't able to go. And Catherine, is that Tom Gorman?
Jeez, I cannot.
Do you remember Tom Gorman?
I do, of course, but I can't place him now.
I wonder if it is.
Would be Mal Gorman's father?
Yeah.
Okay.
He'd be Mal's husband.
Mal's husband, Tom Gorman, yeah.
Yeah, Tom Gorman. It looks like Tom Gorman, but I'm not 100% sure of that either.
That wouldn't be Johnny Fahey's mother, below Crishuha. It's awfully like.
Do you know, it could very well be now.
That's what it
could be. Because you have the three Crishuha people together. You might be right. That'd be Mrs. Fahey from Towna.
Yeah, Johnny Fahey's mother.
Yeah.
Was she a sister of Martin Grady or something, no? Or was there something connection there?
What do you mean, no, she wasn't. Who was Johnny Fahey's mother?
I remember
And I
her. no,
remember
but I
it.
can't. Yeah, you know something. You're probably right, and it would fit in well with who's
I'd
with her.
say
Oh, the Crishu connections.
The,
Yeah.
the Crisua people
Yeah.
being together there
I'd
at
say
the,
that's what
at
it
the
is.
table. You're right. Fair play to you now.
Yeah.
Oh well.
She was a big, heavy woman.
No, this would be later. This was at the opening of the laying of the foundation stone of the hall
Oh, when it was done.
when the hall was being done. And we'll go back. We'll start at the back there. Is that Tom Tenihan?
She's not. Oh, or is it
Cheese, I'd say.
She's Sean McMahon,
Sean McMahon,
John Connors,
John Connors,
Joe Muldoon is in the back.
Joe Muldoon.
Who's this?
That's Thomas Donlan again now.
She's
Ken
Ken
Animal
Mulcairns.
Cairns. Now, is that Tommy Quinn, Thomas's father?
She's not. Didn't.
Is it? What do you think, Frank? Did you know?
I didn't know.
You wouldn't have known him.
Didn't Paddy Gardner?
No, that's not Paddy Garner, no.
Oh,
And that's Paddy Geraghty, definitely.
oh, there in the back.
And then that's the most
Paddy.
famous man in Kinvara,
Yeah.
Paddy O'Loughlin,
Eilish,
Eilish.
Jimmy.
Now, who's that man? He's in a couple of them there, and we can't figure out who he is because he's much younger than a lot of them
Jeez.
there now.
Toddy and Joe Leach.
Paddy, and then Joe Leach over there.
Who the hell is that lesbian? Because he's a lot younger than any of them.
He is, yeah, he is. Now, the thing about
They hadn't me her Linen is in Caravani.
the fella.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. To me, he looks like Thomas Quinn, Thomas' father,
He's
and
in
and that, see that in there in the middle, in that Father Calnan, you could just barely
the back.
reckon it with the glasses and
Yeah.
the face. But one of the things that I will never forget Bishop Casey for, whatever else happened subsequently, was that when we built got that built, we had a loan got from the Irish Permanent.
Yeah.
And at the time, Catherine, you'd remember this now, young fellas like Frank would remember it. The mortgage interest rate went up to 18%. And every year we went fundraising, we were trying to pay the interest on the loan. We had something like 16,000 of the loan.
Yeah.
And even that we weren't able to do.
No.
And Bishop Casey came to Galway and he set up a fund called the Mehel.
The
Do you remember the Mehel?
Yeah.
And every house in the diocese
Got an
contributed
envelope.
to it.
Yeah.
It was for building churches and schools.
Yeah.
But we applied for it because it was a community centre,
Yeah.
and he gave us the money. So what he did is we paid off the building society, and we didn't then have this 18% interest,
okay.
and we just paid the 18,000 or 16,000
Oh, wow.
back to the diocese.
He did a lot of good stuff.
And that
like
was a lot of money that
Oh
ended up-
Jesus! Only for that,
Yeah.
we'd be crucified with death forever with that
That
hall,
was,
with
that
that
was
hall
an
in
awful
there.
lot of money that time.
So whatever he did after that, I got to forgive him for it because he was
Yeah.
he was a very nice man,
Yeah, he
in
was.
many ways. So he did great. He was a great benefactor of Kinvara in that
he
regard.
was,
Now
he
you know. So that's Bishop Eamon, and there's another. I see
Yeah.
Father Callan is the
Oh, he's
curate there,
there,
so he was
yeah.
there. No.
He's,
Oh, we started this side there. That fella, that's Paddy Geraghty.
he's,
Who's that fella there?
he's, I don't know.
Young fella, you do know him well.
I suppose.
That's Sean Connors.
He
Oh,
says,
wow. Oh, geez, you'd know them out.
Yeah. Now there's your man
that's
again.
the lady again. Who was
Yeah. No, I don't know. I just do not know who he
Mike
is.
O'Connor's is next to him.
And Michael, yeah.
She's
No.
like,
Do you know the servers? That fella is a fella called Matthew O'Connor.
O'Connor, yeah.
that's right.
Michael's son.
And who's this fella here? I wonder. Would he be Donna Ford? I just don't know. No, Donna wouldn't be.
Oh,
Don-
no, I
no,
wouldn't
Donna
say
wouldn't be
so.
that old. He wouldn't be that old.
Matthew, I'd say Matthew would be 3 or 4 because Donna's the same age as me, and Matthew, I'd say, is 2 or 3 years older than us.
Right. No, that's Mary Birmingham
This is right.
and Mrs. Gleason,
This is Gleason.
And-
Cairns.
Paramount Kearns. No.
There's someone there in the
Who's
back.
that? I thought first of all that was Maura Mongan, but it isn't Maura Mongan. Now,
No.
I wonder would that be Tommy Quinn's wife, Mrs. Quinn, Thomas's mother?
I know who you're talking about.
When she died there, was it
She
last
did
year
that
or
gone,
2
did
years
you?
ago? Yeah. Because if Tommy was in the original photograph, that this was taken at the same time,
Yeah.
do you know? And do you know that woman there?
not Aunt Kevin, no.
No. I know her now because that's why she was a neighbour of ours. That's Mrs. Picker.
Oh, Jesus.
That's Geraldine's mother, isn't it?
Jesus, right.
And do you know that lady?
I know the face.
Is it Molly Gorman?
It's not Molly Gorman. It's Molly Quinn.
That's the one I mean to say.
Molly Quinn.
That's the
Yeah,
one I mean to say.
Rita's mother.
Yeah.
Who's that there?
That's Breach Gleeson's it?
Breach Gleeson. You're right there.
Yeah.
And then we go. I don't know. Do you recognise that face?
Jesus,
I thought originally it might be Kathleen Martin Hoopen's wife, but she wouldn't have been around would she that time?
Not. No.
And then that's John.
What year was the?
This is the early to middle 1970s. So we're back now. We're up now from the 60s up to the middle of the 70s.
It'll be over 50 years ago.
Yeah. Oh Jesus! I don't know how we get it back now.
Oh, Mrs. Picker, I tell you, she's a Mrs. Picker. She never changed a bit.
Yeah, and Teddy, and the lads there.
That's definitely Frances Byrne.
And that is Tommy Quinn's wife from Brazil now. When you brought her up closer.
Yeah, I think she is all right. Yeah.
Is that one of Paul Shotton's?
Frances Byrne. I think.
Frances
And
Byrne.
that's what I mean.
And who's that fella?
I don't know who that is.
That's Declan Connolly, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, gee. Right.
Now that fella I heard, but I can't remember who he was. Who would be that age now? I wonder.
I don't know who that is.
Or that fella. I just don't know who those lads were.
God, Jesus Christ.
Very difficult, wasn't it?
Easy when you know.
Man.
But so whenever that was,
Oh, jeez, don't be
so it was like the 70s anyway. I remember
Yeah.
7th Early Kane were blacklayers. They were trainee blacklayers on the
Yeah.
building of the hall.
That'd be 70, that'd be 50 years
So
ago.
50 years ago nearly, yeah.
Yeah, nearly 50.
Now, this is a picture that I love. This was taken on Christmas morning, sometime in the 1960s, by Enda Muldoon, as he was going home for the dinner over in Cornroo.
Yeah.
And it was such a calm, the tide was in, and there wasn't a ripple in the bay. So he took it from Seamount Gate. And what I'm interested in it is this part of it here. Now, let's start with here. That was Michael Nurse Brady's
That's right.
house. Where the pierhead is now, Frank.
Yeah.
This here was a wool shed that Patrick Morris used to use, isn't that right?
That's right, from the quarter.
And it was a wool shed that is Spellman's in Gort. They used to buy the wool from him.
Yeah.
Now, when you go around the corner there, you come to that thing up there, that pencil drawing. But you go down to the Glebe Road. That's if you go up left there, then you go up towards the Garda barracks. But that time, if you look at it there, there's a ruin there right on the corner where Leslie Joyce's house is there. And then beside it, there was a house which we used to use for turf, belonging to the Connells. Do you ever remember, Captain, a fellow called John Connell? He was married to Nance Noon.
I heard them, but I didn't remember.
They were living in England for many, many years. And that house was there. And then beside that house, there was a ruin that belonged to Mrs. Connolly, Paddy's mother.
Down there?
Yeah. And then beside it, there was a house that William Ward lived in.
I don't mean William E. Ward.
William E. Ward.
He must be whistling, is that him?
Yeah, that's the man.
I barely remember that.
And beside that, there was a house that Martin Jordan and his wife
I remember him too.
lived.
He was a big heavy man with a big stomach on him.
Yeah. And then
this be like across the front of where Castleview Park is now.
on the way down to Castleview,
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
then below that, then there was a house, the ruin of a house there that was owned by Jim Brann. And I wonder if he was one of the Branns in Duras, probably. And then below that, there was a way into a field. The field at the back that time was where Castleview is now. Was owned by Jimmy Fahey, who'd be the young Faheys over there. And beside Tom McCormick's, he'd be an uncle of theirs.
Yeah, Jimmy is right.
And in there was a house in there, and that's where Coley O'Loughlin and Paddy and his mother Mary came to live when they came to Kinvara first.
He was the headsman above in Cabinet.
That's right. Yeah. But there was a whole lot of houses down there.
It had to be either.
Yeah, and probably even down further. That field there, that time now was belonged to the Johnstons, the one right beside the road.
What's the big house in the back here? Is that the school?
No, that's Michael Sullivan's.
That's my
because there was no other houses in it.
Oh, it's
That was the
Joe's.
curate's house, too.
That's right, it's the curate's house.
The curate's house.
But you know, when if you go down on the road down there and looking over the tide wall, you can see all the spaces down on the shore where boats
That's right.
could pull in and be moored. So at one time there was a whole population of people that lived all the way down
You
there,
have to believe
down
it.
there in the Claddagh,
It's a beautiful photograph.
and that was my father's boat.
Oh,
It originally belonged to Dr. Paddy Green's father. He was a doctor in Loughrea.
That's right.
And that boat in there was my father's other boat. We had a small boat and a bigger boat for fishing. If you go up along here, there's a car outside of there. I'm not sure who was living at it at the time, but it was built by
That was Barry, isn't it?
where Barrys were living later. But it was this house was originally built by a guy called Willie Leonard. He was Bridie Leonard's brother from America.
That's right.
Remember Bridie Leonard?
I know she was married to Jack Green.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
And at that time, the Burns were living here.
That's right. That's what
Teddy
Burns.
Byrne and his
and did
father.
John Ford live in that house for a while
Yeah,
when they came first?
they did. They lived in that house there, yeah.
Did it?
And then besides that house there was Matty Winkle
Yes, Matey Winkle, I remember him.
and his wife,
Yeah.
Ellie. They lived there.
That's what later became the shop in the mall. was
That's
it?
the one.
right,
That's the
yeah,
one.
Yeah, Matey Winkle.
And then that area there had a big wall around it.
So that's where
And that was
John Mara's
There's
place.
the
now.
only-
yeah, that was
house,
Mara's
yeah.
now. That was Flatley's coal sheds, a coal place.
That's right.
And there was a big iron gate outside of there.
Yeah.
And that place here, let's see if I can get it to my, that was the Pound.
Is that where
That's that.
Kieran Moylan's house in Tiffy's? You know, was that?
Yeah, whoever built that was
Oh, it was called the Pound. Was it
was the Pound.
stray cattle or
stray cattle or anything
Was put in
stray
it.
was
Oh,
put
of course, PG Watches had been there somewhere.
Yeah,
wouldn't it,
PG
now?
Watches had
so,
been
right.
PJs would be in between the Pound
Yeah,
and Flatley's. There was a way into the Crookon, what we used to call
okay,
the
okay.
Crookon.
yeah, yeah.
And PJ's house was in there. And then you have, of course, the
Murphy's.
Murphy's store, and that was
Connolly's.
Sean Connolly and Christina lived there. And that one there now is where that big house is
Yes.
down in the quay there.
Rogan's.
And when Tom Sullivan in Carton, is when his father and mother came to Kinvara, he was the agricultural instructor for years here.
right.
When they came to Kinvara first, they lived in that house there, and they had a garage for their car down around the corner there. Up, I was saying it to Catherine
Yeah,
in that
Oh, yes. Okay.
picture up
You
there.
just
You
have
could,
to believe it.
so it's a nice photograph to have, particularly because none of those things are there now.
Yes, absolutely.
Kinvara has
It's a very different.
yeah. Now
Wow.
That's Kenan Mulcairn.
Kenan Mulcairn.
And that one with the bloody hat. is
yeah,
still there.
and that's Michael Leach. No,
Yeah.
that's the same lady there with the hat
Jeez, who
again.
the hell would
And
she
there's
be?
the priest now.
That's the whole thing. What priest was in Kinvara that time?
I think we'll have to get Father Frank onto that now. so
Yeah,
he'll
he'd be able to tell us. No, Catherine, who's that fella?
I know. Whoever he's
No, that I think is Mr. Flaherty that we were talking about earlier.
That's the Dagger Flaherty. Is it? The Dagger we call him.
Don't use that. We'll have played that bit out.
Matey Flaherty. Matey.
Martin Flaherty, I'd say,
Joe
yeah.
Boven kept him
Oh,
off.
yes,
Joe
yes,
Boven
yes,
roughing
yes,
it,
yeah,
the
yeah,
Dagger.
yeah.
So I'd say that's he because
He's-
Carmel Sexton thought he was
Yeah, he's very similar to
the
that,
Flaherty
I
man as
know,
well.
but I put...
I know here they are dancing, and that's it.
Toys of Phyllis.
That's
Yeah, yeah.
Is that Matey Kelly new line she's dancing with? Do you like his head?
No, do you know what I thought it was? The poor man is dead now. That was Maggie Deely. Is that Maggie Deely from Lacura?
Mickey Deely's
Would that be Michael Deely? Now we don't know, see, because you can't tell from the fact that you're going to see the back of him.
I
You know.
don't like that, like Matey Kelly's pole.
Yeah. Now that woman there is very familiar to me. I think she's a lady called Ellie Ryan. She had a little shop
Up here in the street.
up on the main street. Yeah.
That's right.
But I don't know. You know, it's hard to
is.
tell.
And this man over here, I'd say, is the guy that was sitting with Matty Regan and his wife.
Yeah,
Is
that
him?
man there
Same
now.
lad.
Yeah.
He's
So he's been in a lot of photographs, but we
Yes.
haven't been able to identify who he is. And that lady there, does she remind you of anybody?
Jesus Christ, does he know who that one is?
It reminds me of Maura Corbett.
Jeez,
What do you think, Catherine?
Remember Murray, the above in the corner.
Yeah, yeah.
B2 now.
And so your man here now is dancing with this lady here. Would that be Mary Keane that he's dancing with?
Jeez, because she's lower sized.
Yeah, yeah. And that lady again there now, we thought she was Paddy Connolly's sister.
Yeah,
Isn't that who she looks like?
Because we said they'd be 70 now and they would.
Yeah, of course, that's true. I'd forgotten about that now.
That's who it was.
Yeah. And there's the lady with the hat again.
Oh, jeez, that one is everywhere.
But I mean, who is she? That's the thing, you know. She was obviously having a good time that day. But who is she? Is the thing,
right.
because we're
And this gentleman here dancing over. Who's this guy?
Oh yeah, do you remember he was in another
He
picture
was
there?
too, I don't know that lad.
I don't know either now.
No. And he's a clear photograph.
He is a clear photograph. Yeah, you'd imagine that. Well, the thing about it is that somebody will know him, you
Yes.
know,
They will, of
and
course,
they'll let us know who he is, you know. No, I didn't. I thought there was another one in it now.
No, there mustn't be. Haven't they nice though to have them?
Oh, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Oh, go back at this one here.
No, I don't think we went through that, did we?
No,
No, that's
because
right.
no,
You see that one now?
no, Paddy,
That's Tom Tennian,
Tom Tanny,
Jimmy
and
Connell,
Jimmy Cunnell. No, I get the thing on him.
Johnston, what do you call him?
Richie Johnston.
Richie Johnston.
No, who is that?
Jesus, I don't know.
Guys.
Mike O'Connor's is the next lady, anyway.
Yeah, that's Michael there, and that's Joe Muldoon, and Paddy O'Loughlin.
Who the hell?
No, who's the fella? No, I said to Carmel Sexton, if you took away the hair
Yeah.
from there, now who was they?
Who the fuck would that like be now?
Frank.
He reminds me, he's not anything to Porky Kilkelly and Shacklet, no?
No.
Well, only for the hair now, I'd say that was Paul Shaughnessy.
No, I know he wouldn't. He didn't.
But look, isn't the face? Take him 50 years ago now. Isn't the face like a Shaughnessy?
No, just didn't that he might say. I don't know.
Because like they're all people that were involved in maybe the GA.
That's right.
So like who is he if he wasn't Paul? You know.
Yeah.
I'd have to ask one of the young Shaughnessy's now if that's.
Oh, geez, Richie Johnston is the same, Richie.
Isn't he the same? You couldn't possibly.
And who's the second man here? The white hair?
I don't know who.
No, we've had him now in a few photographs there, and we even had him in a face sitting at the table with his face towards us, and we weren't able to identify him. You know.
No. Isn't they nice though to have them?
Ah, sure, it's great.
Like
Sorry.
They would strike me as not being too different in age. But like, and Paul would be an awful lot, would be a good bit younger than Michael
That's what
Connor.
I'm saying. No, I wouldn't say it is Paul.
Or would he be? Maybe he's.
Yeah, we'll have a see. No, the thing that Paul Shaughnessy never, to my knowledge, never wore his hair that way.
Okay.
And plus, he had red hair.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
Yeah, we're back to we missed out that one there, I suppose, when we went through it.
Lord John McLaughlin never changed a bit.
No, there's that man again that you said.
He's the same man again.
The man again. He's more. I think that's Jim Pigger. Carmel thought it was Jim Pigger.
Yeah.
And you know that could be Mr. Flaherty if it's not Paddy Halloran, because that's Minnie. That's definitely Minnie Halloran.
Paddy Halloran at all.
He looks like, I know it would be a lot later, but like the, Tom O'Loughlin and Gertrude Luck. Unless would it be. I know
That
too
man
old
there,
but it's that kind of, unless he'd be some relation to them, no?
Yeah, he's not one of them anyway.
No,
They were all. I know they were big, tall, straight men, you know. So the one that's intriguing me now is the lady with the hat
and the priest
and the priest. Yeah, because we should be easy enough to get that. But the man that stay with the Regans, who is he?
Who did he have before Father Larkin then? Who did he have before Father Larkin?
Well, Father
I'm sure
Calnan was
one of the
one.
trucks.
No, Father Calnan was after him.
Yeah.
It was before Father Larkin.
You see, it could be a fella that was here for a year,
That's right.
you know, and then moved on, you know, from it.
Yeah.
But I don't even, I have no recollection of him, because I would have known him, you know, because I'd have been around at the time that. Oh, do you know who it is?
Is that Brendan Kelly? Because he's been
No,
one year
no,
here
no.
now.
Do you know who he is? He's a very young Christy O'Connor.
Oh, he was a lovely priest.
Yeah, look at him there again, Catherine. Look at him there.
He was from Ballinasloe direction, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he went out to Cong after
That's
he left
right.
Kinvara there.
Was he in Crowell for a finish?
He might have been, no, he was in the hospital anyway for a finish. I met him inside the clinic,
He
I
was a
think, one
lovely
day.
priest too, the Feather
And a
O'Connor.
very industrious guy. He got
He was.
cottages going out in Cong, and the place was hopping when he went out there.
was.
It was not for last to us that he left, you know. That's who it is now. I just got him there now.
Feather
And
Christy O'Connor.
Father
anyway,
Christy
wasn't he?
O'Connor. Yes, that's who he is. Great
So
man.
Feather Kelly didn't stay long with us either.
No,
He just did 1 year, I think. when
I
he
think
was-
so 1 year, and then
I think
moved
it seemed to be the posting for
Did
new
he have
priests
to
or
be
something.
ordained as
Yeah,
well?
yeah. Same as Frank
First year.
Larkin, yeah. And then they'd move them in, they'd have them teaching for a while, and then before they put them out in the parish.
What do you think of that Feather King and Gert?
Hold on, don't be talking about that for a second. We turn this off.
What do you-
So we have everything so that we're
And we'll sort it
So to
out.
identify this man,
yeah,
That white-haired man.
that white-haired man there, that man there, and the lady,
with the hat.
the lady with the hat, and we see if who they are. Okay?
And like, there's no old person around Kinvara now. Is there?
No,
and Carmel wasn't able to identify
Carmel
the
wasn't.
lady in
No,
the hat.
and Carmel like is
Jesus
80,
Christ,
is 80,
80 something, isn't
84,
she?
85 now,
Jeez.
and her memory is good.
Jeez.
You know, and she couldn't identify him because I thought that she'd have no difficulty recognizing that guy there,
Yeah.
but she didn't recognize who it was. You know.
So I'm sure there wouldn't have been that many ladies that wore hats. Like most of them would be kind of headscarves, wouldn't it? So it's,
Yeah,
kind of-
yeah. But like it was for an official engagement, like
It
it
was.
was the mayor and the mayoress
Oh.
officiating at this.
yes.
Didn't Petty Joe Kane's wife, is it?
No, that was Biddy Mac.
Yeah.
That's who you're talking about, is it?
Yeah.
No, Biddy Mac was the mayoress
the mayoress 1 year.
with my father.
No, that's it.
Sometime in the 1970s.
Yeah.
Because we have a photograph of that on one of the other ones that
Yeah.
that we did there, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that must be Roisin Moylan,
That's Rosie Wyden's Joe anyway.
isn't it?
Or
Yeah,
Mary. Would
yeah.
it be Mary?
I'd say it's Roisin
Is it?
because you know,
It seems quite tall for Rosie, though, doesn't it?
but
I'd
they're all sitting down though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
It's either Mary or Rosie. It is one of the
yeah.
two.
I'd say that's who it is. That'd be there.
And they're lovely though to have them to look
Mm.
back over them.
Well, they are, and that's why I'm so anxious to put names on them.
Yeah.
Do you know, to try and identify who they were and all
That's
that,
right.
because like Michael Leach now was a great character in his time in the
I
in
remember him,
Kinvara there.
yeah.
Reared a big family of them
Mm.
of Leaches, yeah, downtown. So there's very few of them left now. There's